This playthrough is rated E10+.
It's time to get behind enemy lines. Greetings and salutations, viewers. We're back here with another episode of Sherlock Holmes vs. Arsène Lupin. In the last episode, we solved the mysteries of the British Museum and found out the next objective for Arsene's schemes is Queen Victoria, whether it be harming her, herself, or something surrounding her. Well, either way, for Queen and country, we must stop him, but we need to find out more about what he's planning. So now we have an idea of who Arsene's been running around town as this Mr. Piers, so we need to see if we can get a little bit ahead information and get ahead of the game.
No one in the street. Even better. Watson thought my disguise was successful, but I'll have to ensure it works on a tougher audience before I enter the Golden Lion.
True. Oh, how about the local Bobby, eh? Is that Ruffles?
There, Sergeant Ruffles. He'll be an excellent subject.
Sounds like a dog's name. I already made that joke, didn't I? Maybe it sounds like a corn chip.
Hello, me old China.
Hey, over here, you. When someone with a face like yours says hello to an officer, there's something happening, isn't there?
Ain't now going on, copper.
I don't recognise you. You aren't from hereabouts, are you? You from Bloomsbury by chance?
I ain't.
I think you are. I'd even say that you had a hand in the robbery at Sir Herman Grimble's house last night. We've been informed that the leader of the gang had taken refuge in the area, and now you're passing by to recover your share of the take, right?
Tain't so, copper. Last night wasn't me aunt feeling a little dicky. I had to fetch 20 pounds of coal in the wee hours of the night, all on account of her feet being cold, and the coalman didn't have a bag.
Enough already. You'll have to watch over your shoulder because I've got my eye on you.
Man, the
Succeeded with flying colours.
Man, the Cockney accent is so silly sometimes. Like, I remember I used to, back in the day, I used to know how Cockney dialect or the mannerisms of English dialect worked, like what it referred to and like everything, but I've long since lost that memory out of my head, so I'll have to look that up again one of these days.
You again? You better scram or I'll cart you off.
I think it had something to do with like people and locations and stuff like that, if I recall, like a combination of the two or something like that. But anyway, let's go in the Golden Lion pub and try out this disguise. Seems like it works because the Bobby believed us. So, alright, let's talk to the locals.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
And the hills have eyes, but that didn't help me.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
This ain't lost and found. Have a drink or get lost. Got it?
I guess that makes sense. We could grab a bottle, but we'll wait. We don't need to do that right now, so. How about you, drunk man?
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Scram, you drunkard.
Lovely. Alright, let's ask the missus here, or lass.
Hello, Gov. Have you seen a bloke from the paper? Piers, his name is.
Hey, big fella. One of your friends?
Hey, you know, he told me if I had the skinny, he'd be sure to line my pocket. It just so happens I've got something he'd kill to know.
Tell me about it. A gent, your pal? I think he's dossed up with some chap at the Mrs. Fleming's on Malcolm Street. A door with flowers on both sides. He must have a room on the first floor. Hey, when he greases your hand, come pay me a visit. We'll have a few pints, and after that...
Ta, lassie, I'll think about it.
Surprised he called her Gov. I mean, Gov is usually what you say to dudes, not girls. I wonder if they just didn't want to give him a different line to talk to her, so they called her Gov, even though it should have been like lass, lady, you know, Mrs., Miss, whatever, but yeah, whatever, it's not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. But anyway, we got our next location, Miss Fleming's house or whatever, so.
Already found your pal, darling?
No, not yet. Shh. Okay, you have the same dialogue? I didn't know if they had a different dialogue.
This ain't lost and found.
Alright, that guy says the same thing, I believe. Alright, let's find Miss Fleming's house. Where is that at? She says that was a house with 2 flower pots next to each other. So it should be, yeah, right over here. Or you could just press spacebar till you find it.
There's a chance that Lupin and his accomplices are still there. I will need to know with absolute certitude behind which door their hideout is in order to steer the events to my advantage.
Yeah, this boarding house looks like a piece of crap. Or sorry, it looks like a pile of but if we fix it up...
There's a chance that Lupin and his accomplices are still there. I will need to know with...
If we fix it up, it could be a piece of crap.
There's a chance that Lupin and his...
Apparently just the same interactions. Ooh, hello. Footprints. Let's take a look and see which which person's behind which door. Find door number 1.
Elongated shape, slender footprint. It's that of a girl, a young girl.
Or a very small man. No.
Size 5, small feet.
Oh, yeah. Men sometimes will have small feet, but usually women have smaller feet than guys, so. Okay, not Lupin.
These are work boots.
Probably not Lupin as well. Because, you know, because of his shoe type.
These footprints are size 9.5.
Alright. Let's see, wasn't Lupin size 9s, right?
Work boots. Look, some blood and little scraps of meat. The man must work in a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, lovely. Chopping out meat. Chopping that meat.
Size 8.
Nope, not Lupin as well. Alright, ooh, maybe.
The footprints are indistinct, but they don't seem to be those of work boots. These footprints are size 9.
Nope, we might have a Lupin. Okay, anyone else? Nope. Okay.
Who are you?
Hey, don't be daft. I'm just here visiting a bloke I know. Hack writer. Know him, don't you?
I don't know nothing. You've got a real trap on you. I'd say you're a real fink.
I ain't no fink, me. Did he tell you where he was going? See, it's just that he promised me loot, he did.
Hear this. I's laying low here tonight. Did a big number already, you hear? The barkeeper over the Lion told me this joint was emptied an hour ago and paid up for the next 3 days. And here I am, but I ain't never laid eyes on you, chap.
Could be that he left a little something for me in his snug. I'll just take a peek, will I?
Fat chance, but if you want to earn a few cents, go tell Eddie, the barkeeper over the Lion, there's twice as much as I'd thought. Tell him that little Sam is no longer in the race, and he should talk to that chump from Chelsea. So buzz off and hold your tongue, or I'll have it taken out by heck.
I recognized him. It's Rumpkin, a famous burglar. I need to find a way to get him out in order to search the room without alerting the police. Their intervention would cause a commotion and any clues would be destroyed. I must think.
It's funny how he's wearing the typical bandit's mask. It came from somewhere. It's just nowadays we find it being comical because it was in a lot of old cartoons and stuff like that, or comic strips. When you see bandits and stuff like that, you know, the black and white stripes, the beret hat, and then the mask or whatever. But anyway, so they must be talking about that Grimble theft that the policeman talked about. So, all right, let's head back to the Golden Lion and try to get in on something.
Scram, you drunkard.
Okay, same dialogue.
Already found your pal.
Okay, sorry. I keep thinking that maybe there'll be different dialogue, but this game doesn't do that too often, so.
You, Eddie?
To you, that's Mister.
Okay. Mister.
I've just been to see the Mrs. Fleming's tenant. Know him? Rumpkin?
Shh, keep it down.
What's the deal? Ain't no coppers round here.
Oh, there's plenty. Big Bruiser, my guard, is part of Luigi's gang, and they're after Rumpkin's hide. If they found out that I've been harbouring and dealing with him, my goose is cooked. And yours too.
He's not even looking at me. It looks like, well, he's looking at me now, but before, during the cutscene, he was like looking away from me. So the tracking must be off.
Huh? Maybe I'll just let Luigi know where to find Rumpkin. He might cough up a few bob for that tidbit. How's that sound?
Listen, you dirty rat. Luigi and Rumpkin had a, let's say, a difference of opinion. A little matter of honour. And now Rumpkin ain't welcome round here. So Rumpkin comes to me on the sly. He just scored big, he says. He's going to cut me a share of the all if I bail him out. It's a risk, mind. Now, if you can hold your tongue, you'll get your share too.
Deal.
All right. Don't squeal, you rat. Yeah. You dirty rat, you killed my mother or brother.
Rumpkin ain't ready to leave his hideout, eh?
Not likely. The very idea of finding himself face to face with a striped scarf has him quaking in his boots.
Striped scarf, you say?
Striped scarf, eh? What's the score with that then?
The identifying sign for Luigi's gang. All those blokes have a striped scarf. They got weird designs on them too. That and their long knives is their trademark. Helps us to see 'em coming and stay out of the way. Good to avoid the hassle. So, what was it that Rumpkin wanted to tell me?
Said it's more than 10 times what you thought. Supposed to bring little Sam, the chump from Chelsea, eh? And as many other men you lord over. Bring 'em all at midnight.
Really? That's top hole, that. I'm on it.
And he just runs off. Alright, so we need to figure out how to get the strike. He just left his knife here? Huh. Alright. Dude, now there's things we can grab. So we need to find ourselves a Luigi, basically make a Luigi scarf.
Phew, his scarf is soaked in wine. If I take it, I risk waking him. I must make sure this drunkard doesn't notice.
Scram, you drunk.
Yeah, he's not drunk enough, so we need to...
This cloth, the size of a scarf, may come in handy.
So we just need to make our own thing.
Already found
Okay,
your
fine,
pal.
we're not going to do dialogue, jeez.
This may prove to be useful.
Well, a knife is always useful. Kind of reminds me of, I forgot what time period it was, but a lot of gangs in London for the longest time did use knives, because one, guns weren't easy to come by, and I remember watching something on this a while back, like, it was like certain games who had certain types of weapons or styles, but I'm trying to remember what time period that was. I think it was like in the early, like, 30s or 40s. I'll have to look that up again, about like the different gangs of London and all that.
This may prove to be useful.
Okay, so let's see. It's smoked, or it was the rag was scented with wine. So
What most closely resembles a cloth soaked in wine? Another cloth soaked in wine.
all right, so now we have a cloth soaked in wine. So put it all together. All right, that should be good enough. So for what we need, so let's.
I have no reason to go there.
All right, let's head back to Fleming's. Can we teleport there? Nope, this Fleming's. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And the door is anyway.
No, I must figure out a way for him to leave.
Okay, so let's equip the scarf. Oh yeah, we need to make the marks. So.
No, I must figure out a way for him to leave.
Let's see. Yeah, I think you're supposed to be able to just that's not letting me do it together.
No, I must figure out a way for him to leave.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were supposed to just.
No, I must figure out a way for
That
him
won't
to
let
leave.
me combine the two together. Maybe I have to leave the place and do it or something. Because you're supposed to be able to make let me go back. Oh, no, maybe now I can swap out. That's right, I'm supposed to swap out the scarves. Right, my bad.
Perfect, he didn't notice anything.
I knew I forgot a step. I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was supposed to work, so. There we go. I hate when I do that. I hate when I know a solution and then I immediately forget like a step in the solution while I'm doing it. I was like, wait a minute. That was the whole point, was to make a fake scarf so we could swap it out.
It's me. I've seen our Eddie.
You have 5 seconds to put that thing down. If I'm telling you that, it's because there's a way for you and me both to get along without getting hurt and without Luigi finding out. 1, 2.
Okay, spill the beans.
Good. Grab a bag and scarper as fast as you can. I keep the rest, and you'll want to pass by Baker Street because the rest of the crew is waiting on the other side.
Fine, but we'll meet again. You can count on it.
In exactly 13 seconds, he'll come across Sergeant Rufels. Right, what can I find here?
Alright, got a little bit of time. I see a note. X215 Mayette. Okay.
Wow, Rumpkin must have lost this paper in leaving.
Okay, what else we got? Just a couple of things, but okay, not much. Ooh.
Certain scraps of wood seem to have been painted with silver paint. It's a strong wood, no dust on it.
Kind of reminds me of an old children's game or something like that I used to play when I was a kid. Well, stuff I didn't. It wasn't common. It was one of those things that you had in your grandfather's house, type of thing that was from when he was a kid or whatever, and you kind of just messed with it because why not?
It's definitely the loot from the recent burglary of Herman Grimbles. I haven't seen him since the adventure of the silver earring. He'd be pleased to see me again, especially if I return his stolen property. Let's head to Baker Street.
Oh wow, I'm surprised they referenced the silver earring story. I thought the silver earring was supposed to take. Well, no, it does take place before this, doesn't it? So, in terms of like timeline, I think it's the Mummy game that takes place after all these. So, all right. Anyway, let's head back to Baker Street. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, Grimble. Yeah, I had to think about who that was for a second. Sorry, I've slept since then.
At last, Holmes. I was imagining the worst had happened to you.
It was nothing, Watson. Even though I didn't manage to catch the swordfish, I do happen to have a few sea bream in my bag.
I sent off the letters that you wanted me to pen. I'm in a right state. Do you really believe that this rascal would dare attack?
I do believe, Watson. We'll discuss this later. I have a small task to do which requires my absolute concentration. I'll have to ask you to leave and go to Scotland Yard in order to inform the authorities that the plunder from the robbery at Sir Grimble's residence can be found in one of the rooms rented by Mrs. Fleming. Second door on the left, to be exact. They already have the perpetrator, but if the inspectors would be so good as to wait until midnight, they will find in that very location the top fences in London. Hand in the cookie jar, or jars, I should say.
If you say so, Holmes.
Thank you, Watson. As for myself, I need to study the clues that I recently found.
What secrets are these bits of silverwood hiding?
So we basically just conveniently like break up a thieving ring, at least temporarily anyway. So just while on a job to beat Arsène Lupin before he does anything to Queen Victoria. So, all right, let's deal with this whole wooden stuff situation and see what that occurs. I don't think there's anything else to really check on. So, nope. Okay, I was thinking. I'm sorry, a second.
What secrets are these bits of silverwood hiding?
Okay, so we have to put these things together. So this one's another one of those little puzzle thingies. So, okay, let's see. Let's start off. Start off with the 3 prongs. Those go on the bottom. Yeah, the way it works is that you basically put something on it, and then if it glows a little bit, you can latch it in. So the easiest way to start out is to find anything that's like a 3, like one of these 3 cross sections here, and just connect those together on the bottom. That's the easiest way to start that. So I think it's, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think one more and then an end piece. So I need one that will, yeah, connect there. Oh, I need one more. I need one that's on the side. Let's see. I don't think this one. Yeah, this one you don't right click to. Let's see. I guess it needs this and then this. Yeah, there we go. Haha. Yeah, we just have to keep. Okay, now we need some 3 pieces that go on the side like this. And let's see. I guess I'll need a. Let's see. I think this one's pretty small. I don't even think it's fully connected if I remember correctly. So let's put that there, and then that there. Okay, now we need some 4 cross pieces here. Let's see. Yeah, this one's weird because not all pieces are, obviously the same, as you can see. So you have to do some interesting combination stuff to. Okay, that should work. I don't think there's like a very. I don't think you have to do certain things in a very specific order, as long as it's. Generally comes across as the same thing. So, let's see. This one is. Oh. Okay, let's put that one back. Oh wait, no, I need that for this. So I need a medium thing for that, and then just a bunch of. Let's connect these all up. Is there? Oh, there might be one. Oh no, there's one. Okay, right there. Okay. Let's see. This one. might have to swap out one of these for a sign. Oh no, this one I need to stay. Let's get rid of this one. So we can that one. Because we have to use most of these, so. Okay, there's a. Oh yeah, I think these all have to be connected to do that, so. Yeah, this one's just a, I wouldn't say a time waster, it's just, you know, eventually. Alright, put that one there. And. There we go. We've almost got it. Tie them all together in a nice little bow. Okay, and then just tie these all together. Yeah, what is this supposed to form? Voltron.
A cage. With the wood painted this color, it almost looks like a steel cage. It doesn't mean much to me.
I'm back from the station where I completed the charge you had entrusted me with. On my return, a messenger gave me this letter, which asks us to meet with the Prime Minister at Buckingham Palace tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. It's far enough away, but not too late. Either way, it will give us some time for me to ponder and for you to rest. You seem sad, Watson, and we need to inspire confidence tomorrow. Our audience will be one of the hardest.
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Yeah, they reused some voices, which is fine. I mean, it's just you don't expect a guard at Buckingham Palace to be so light-spoken. I don't know. That's just me. Then again, most guards aren't supposed to speak unless they're directed to. You know.
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room.
And a lot of people like to be jerks and try to make them talk.
Mr. Holmes,
like, you see those videos of people trying to mess with these people. I'm like, dude, just let them do their job. Like, people are just jerks. Can we go to this? Oh, got the classic. Oh, I forgot the name of the song now. Yeah, I like classical music, but I'll admit my immediate naming of certain classical songs.
It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having been invited. Undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colonies, or worse.
Australia? Ugh, no one wants to go there. Who would live in a place like that? Have you seen that place? There's like all types of creatures and nasty things that are bigger than your head. No way, man.
Leave me. I don't want to see anyone. In any case, I'm not decent.
Okay, I guess there's someone in there. That almost sounds like a guy trying to do a girl's voice or something like that. Anyway, Mr. Prime Minister.
Ah, what good fortune! Here are Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. Enter, gentlemen.
If the Prime Minister will permit, will the gentleman be joining you for breakfast?
No, thank you. We have already eaten, and we are pressed for time.
Upon reading your letter, gentlemen, I understood that the request for an audience with Her Majesty had something to do with the burglar on the loose in London. I reacted immediately, even though I am unaware what the target of the next theft is. I also did all within my power to optimize the security surrounding Her Majesty. That is to say, absolutely nothing.
What?
Indeed, my power is non-existent once the threshold of these walls is crossed. And I've run up against an insurmountable obstacle regarding how to set up the security system surrounding Her Majesty. Her Majesty herself.
Have you at least explained to her?
She didn't even deign to receive me. Her Majesty is in a miserable mood for some reason or another, and is refusing an audience to anyone. Despite everything, I'm staying here. If it proves that she changes her mind and rules the affairs of the country from this room. All of my councillors are at the four corners of London to represent me. I even have one in the Chamber of Lords to see if Parliament can oblige Her Majesty to receive me.
This could take days, and we don't have days.
It's the best that I can do. So, Holmes, what can this Frenchman be after?
I'm not certain, but I believe that it has to do with Her Majesty herself. He will likely approach her, perhaps even be within earshot.
That is out of the question. We cannot take that risk.
Of course, we must prevent him. Tell me, what is the odour emanating from the stain at the bottom of your trousers?
Oh, that. It's Robilar, Her Majesty's companion's dog. Leomunda is adorable, but her dog is devilish. I arrived early this morning and dozed off on the divan. This abject creature woke me up in his own way. Watch out for this little demon. He has access to the whole palace and hates everyone. I've sent for another pair of trousers, but I have the impression that they'll never arrive.
Is there anything that we can do, Prime Minister?
You most certainly can. Find me some trousers without further delay and convey the letters. The addresses where they were dropped off are marked on the envelopes. A coach can be found in front of the palace. It's at your disposition.
Very well.
My dear Watson, you've become a public official of the nation. I won't join you despite the prestige, as there may yet be a way to dispel Her Majesty's bad mood, and gaining some precious time in doing so.
Good luck, Holmes. I will return to my work and await the blessed moment. Tell me, Watson, what are you waiting for? A royal escort?
I feel so bad for Watson. He's basically been relegated to doing the small random jobs for this, so he has to go find trousers in the letter. I was about to say, you're not going to make the great Sherlock Holmes go quest hunting for trousers, are you? No, that's relegated to Watson. Yeah, I feel so bad for him.
Later, Holmes. I have work to do.
Yeah, it wasn't until much later till the monarchy became more of a figurehead than an actual governing body. Actually, it's been kind of like that for a while. But nowadays, like in modern times, the monarchy or royalty of England is more just for show than actually anything important. Sometimes they get some minor roles in government, but it's really, for the most part, they're just there to look fancy, wave their hands, all that. So.
Pardon me, Prime Minister. Could I trouble you to borrow your glasses?
Beg pardon? My glasses? Are you nearsighted also? Now I understand the magnifying glass. Take them. I'll take a break. But don't break them, understood?
Didn't he say he had to work, though? Like, just a second ago? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we got his reading glasses, so we need to deal with this whole dog situation to talk to the queen herself. Who knew that the queen could act like such a child? Huh. But anyway. Alright, let's see what's going on over here.
Excuse me.
Chauncey, sir, at your service.
Chauncey. Yes, that is very British.
Here, I understand that Her Majesty is cantankerous today. Would you happen to know why?
I'm sorry, but I am not authorized to comment on Her Majesty's moods. In fact, no one is.
Probably get thrown in jail.
Be advised, it isn't idle curiosity that compels me to ask this question. The reason that I, Sherlock Holmes, the great English detective, is here as well as the Prime Minister is because Her Majesty is in grave danger. The danger is imminent, instigated by a man of Machiavellian twisted tendencies who is deprived of all sense of morals and scruples. Furthermore, he is French.
French?
Indeed, and all men who will have worked to protect Her Majesty in the face of this peril from across the Channel shall be seen as true patriots, a soldier in the image of the valorous English warriors who, weapons in hand, struck down Napoleon. Go, my friend, join our forces and march alongside. Now speak.
The facts are that Her Majesty quarrelled with her companion and confidant, Lady Leomunda. The dispute concerned a gift that Her Majesty gave to Leomunda.
Oh, great. Gift giving.
What was the gift that Her Majesty gave to her companion?
A doll's house. Lady Leomunda's personal chef and servant girl were terminated immediately, but the affair wasn't settled for Her Majesty, and the two have not yet reconciled. I don't know anything further.
All over a dollhouse. The fate of the country is based on the dollhouse.
Perhaps I could speak to Lady Leomunda?
She, too, is refusing to receive visitors.
Of course.
Thank you, my friend.
Lord Robilar categorically refused the breakfast that I brought. That has put him in a rotten mood also, and Lady Leomunda is in a state.
This is the worst that could happen. I've just thrown the remainder of his meal into the refuse. Impossible to remake it. Deirdre, go to the butcher's and get something raw. Demons seem to love blood.
Oh, the dog is a demon. Who knew? I thought dogs were supposed to be man's best friend.
Now, tell me, what is so special about Lord Robillard's food?
Indeed, I don't know, but he doesn't accept anything but. I would pay dearly to know the recipe. I believe that it contains chocolate.
You're not supposed to give dogs chocolate. That's why he's so messed up.
Thank you, my friend.
If you will permit me to withdraw, sir.
I must prepare Lord Robillard's, that is, Lady Leamunda's dog's meal.
Maybe it's minor amounts of chocolate, but it's, if I remember correctly, it has something to do with, like, they can't digest it properly or something like that. So you're not supposed to give dogs chocolate.
Empty.
I think it has something to do with the milk content and stuff like that, so.
Sausages. I must know which ingredients to use.
So we just have to figure out what we need to put together to make his meal, so. Ew. Alright, let's take a look. Let's say pumpkins. Yeah, it looks like pumpkins, salad, like nuts, or something like that. It's like a combination of things. Beans. What are they feeding this dog? Actually, what did they used to feed? Sandwiches? I think that's a sandwich. I'm not sure. Yeah, now we can see it. Yeah, it was kind of blurry before. This is why we need the glasses, so. Just actually get a good, like, combination of, like,
sausages.
Yeah, there's sausages in there, so.
There is something here. Phew, what a foul odor.
Well, you are sticking your nose in there, Mr. Holmes. So. Okay. Let's not mess with that yet. Ooh, lovely. Kind of reminds me of certain point-and-click, those hidden item games, you know?
Swiss chocolate from Normandy.
Swiss chocolate, huh? I wonder what that tastes like. I'm used to American chocolate, which unfortunately, in the grand scheme of things, is probably one of the worst types of chocolate, just overall, because it's designed to sit on shelves, so it's... Most American chocolate can be chalky. If you... because it's meant to be put on shelves for months at a time without being sold, so they put stuff in it to make it like that consistency so it doesn't melt easily. But if you eat chocolate that, like actually good chocolate, it's supposed to melt in the hot sun, stuff like that. So you have to special order or go to a certain place to get nice chocolate.
Ah, this must surely be the recipe for the dog's food. In a pitiful state, the cook must consult it often.
So this is the dog's food meal thing. Okay. My lord's meal. Prepare thin sauce with the aid of a special scale with equal proportions based on 3.5 ounces of rations. A tenth of woodland strawberry jam from Japan. 40% of anchovy extract marinated in honey. A half of mild mustard diluted with cooked wine vinegar. 2. Add in reasonable quantities of the usual components. Jeez. This is for a dog? Has better ingredients than what I eat.
Closed.
Yeah. Lovely. I like when dogs eat better than I do. There's the scale, I guess. Okay, so we need to grab the ingredients and weigh those things. Or even them out. So.
Jamaican bananas.
Jamaican me crazy.
Sausages.
Okay, let's see. What are these supposed to...
Marinated anchovies.
Anchovies.
This may prove to be useful.
What is those, let's see.
Mustard prepared with vinegar.
Alright.
Woodland strawberry jam from Sapporo.
I wonder how long it takes them to get the strawberries from Japan. Is that it? I think that might be. At least I don't see anything else I can interact with. Okay. Okay. And then that doesn't do anything, so. Alright. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What were those again? Oh, pickle tongs. Okay. I never have to use those, so I'm not familiar with that. I mean, I've seen these before, but I've never actually used them. That's probably stuff. I mean, I've never really been in a fancy kitchen before, so I don't know if that's something that's required. So, okay. I think we've gotten everything we can to for this whole situation, so. Alright, so now it comes down to weighing this whole thing. So, okay. Okay, so strawberries. We need at least 10% on strawberries, and then 40% the anchovy extract, and 50% mustard is what we're going for in this whole thing. So we just have to figure out how to get those specific numbers and everything like that. So, okay. So, how do we get 50% on mustard? So, let's take some of the sardines. We're basically trying to figure out the weight of each item that figures out the overall weight of everything else. So, okay. So we got one sardine. Let's try some mustard. Oops. Let me back up. Okay. I always wanted to reset it, but okay. Now I need to take the mustard and put. Okay. So we just need to. Oh, whoops! I don't want to. Let me remove all that. That's how you get rid of it. Okay. So we're trying to make this even, basically. So you right-click to make it even. So okay. Jeez. Okay, fine. Let's see. I think it's. Okay, there we go. I was about to say. I was trying to remember what it was. So. Okay, so four anchovies to 3 mustards. Okay. Remember that. So let me. Okay. So now we need to find the weight of the strawberries on that one. So let's put a couple strawberries on there. Okay, so it's 3 strawberries to 2 anchovies. So to figure out the anchovies, or by 4 times to figure out the well, 4 times more than the strawberries. That's how we're supposed to figure out the how many strawberries we need on this whole situation. So 16 anchovies, or 8 or 16 anchovies plus 3, 6 strawberries of 50%. So, okay. And then, okay, so we need, okay, so, yeah, this one's a little bit of a different, I mean, this is another math puzzle, so it's a little bit different from, okay, so, okay. So we just have to figure out how many anchovies and strawberries to put on a pan and to the mustard. Okay. So I think it's, so we need, I think it's 16 anchovies, 6 strawberries, and then as much mustard to even it out. So I think it's 15, but okay. So that's our solution. So we just need to put that much on the pan. So let's put 15 mustard there, 16 anchovies, and oh, I guess I could have just thrown the whatever. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. That should be it. Unless, oh, did I miss? Oh, whoops. 16. I missed an anchovy.
Elementary.
I was about to say, wait a minute, didn't I get that? I was like, oh, right, because I pulled that one off by accident. So, okay. So now we got the bowl of sauce. So that's the sauce itself. So, yay for math. Yeah. I saw math good. So, okay. So now we need to add the odd ingredients for this whole sauce thing. So, in which we already found out using the magnifying glass and everything with that. So we need to use, so the large yellow piece, unfortunately it doesn't let us look at it again, but we saw like sausages, like bananas in there. So, and then obviously you said chocolate goes in there, so. Okay, so we just, as far as I'm aware of, you just need to add them together, so. God, that was so gross. Look, ugh, that just looks like just a pile of crap. Okay, yeah, so. Alright, I guess we've got it. It just looks like just shoved on there. It's like, you know, it's not even a delicious meal or anything like that, so. Alright, let's go talk to Lady Leomunda, which I believe is this room.
Calm down, my lord, calm down. Your breakfast is on its way.
The damsel wouldn't open her door for anything but her dog's breakfast.
Alright, get the breakfast.
But you aren't Deirdre.
Your powers of observation are stunning, my lady. Indeed, I am not Deirdre. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am...
The new cook.
Not quite. Firstly, where can I place this meal?
Put me lord's breakfast at the foot of his bed. But, oh, I can't let an unknown person into my chamber. Good God, what will happen to me?
Nothing serious, my lady. In fact, I'm here to help you.
How do you know that I am in need of help? Help from a tall, distinguished man with a very long nose.
My lady, my flair for detection has nothing to do with the size of my nose. As for the help that I intend to provide, it solely concerns the dispute between yourself and Her Majesty.
Oh, don't talk of that. She will no longer speak to me. It's not even my fault. Oh, no.
Yeah, Lady Leomunda is actually quite attractive, I've noticed. But oh, and of course the dog she has is a pug. Nasty creatures. No, I'm just kidding. They can be cute sometimes. I'm more of a fan of larger dogs. I'm more of a cat guy, but if I had to have dogs, I would get like a large dog, you know, like a Doberman or a Husky or a Golden Retriever or I'm trying to think of some other cool big dogs. Or a Saint Bernard. Or if you want like a huge dog, get an Irish Wolfhound. My goodness, those guys are huge.
Why does Her Majesty reproach you?
3 days ago, she gave me the lovely dollhouse that you see there. It was made specifically for me by the royal cabinet maker. It's magnificent, isn't it?
Indeed, the little candles in the chandeliers emphasize the lovely coloring of the dolls.
Yesterday, she came to see me in my chamber and noticed that 4 of the dolls were missing from the house. I wasn't even aware, but Deirdre, who had wrapped it, confirmed the fact. These dolls are precious, and Her Majesty, was angry and told me that I didn't take care of the gifts that she gave me. I questioned my staff, my maid and my cook to no avail. I had them fired and thought that would suffice for Her Majesty, but no.
So you need to find these 4 dolls to to fix this, I guess. Okay.
What the dolls look like?
I don't even know. All I know is that there are 4 less boys than girls in the dollhouse.
Okay.
Please calm yourself, my lady. I will see what I can do.
Oh, many thanks, sir. Thank you. If you find them, you will be handsomely rewarded. I will prove my gratitude, even if it means...
Save your gratitude for when I have solved the case.
Yes, give your gratitude to a peasant. Yeah. Let's take a look at her room before we... Really loves her dog. Like, really loves her dog. And again, most people are like that. Yeah, it looks like she's frozen! No. What the... Is that dog following me? Nasty little thing.
Water.
Yes, Holmes, water. You drank it. So you need to find 4 dolls, huh? Yeah, she really loves her dog. I mean, like I said, people really spoil their pets. Like, I mean, she spoils her pet. I mean, chocolate, strawberries, all this stuff. I mean, it's not the dog's fault. He's probably been raised on that stuff, so he's just like, hey, I'll eat it. Still. Okay, now we just need to find... like kind of a combination of things to find these dolls, so.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
But you just spoke to me. Yep, see, the dog follows you just like Watson. Okay, let's talk to Deidre and see if she can give me some info, so. Okay.
How can I be of service, sir?
Tell me, Deirdre, you were in charge of wrapping the dollhouse that Her Majesty presented to Lady Leomunda. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
And you swore to Her Majesty that certain dolls were missing. Do you remember which they were?
Not exactly, sir. But I must say that when I recounted the dolls and noticed some were missing, I found that there were much less with ginger hair than before.
Ginger hair? Okay, that's interesting.
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
I wonder what that has to do with this. I don't know. Let's keep talking to people. So let's see if the Prime Minister knows anything. Oh, and Chauncey as well. Chauncey?
Thank you for the new pants, Chauncey. Holmes, my glasses, if you would. Are you finished with them, and were they of any use?
Here they are, sir. Indeed, I needed them to prepare a rather horrid mixture which is adored by the most temperamental lodger in the palace.
If the Prime Minister will permit, I would like to thank Mr. Holmes for saving us from Lord Robilar's wrath. If Mr. Holmes would happen to remember the ingredients for the mixture...
Truly, Holmes, I owe you my thanks. I had more than enough of listening to the howls of that However, I knew him as a pup. He was very gentle, nothing like the tyrant that he has become.
Is he just one of those dogs that just yaps all the time? Usually small dogs do that.
What provoked this change of temperament?
I haven't the least idea. Chauncey?
It seems to me that the fluctuations in my lord's mood began 3 years ago, after a visit of my lady's nephew, the young Lord Gwenders of Crudel.
Ah, yes, that angelic little redhead.
Oh. Redhead, huh? And ginger hairs were missing?
What happened at the time?
My lady was so happy to see her nephew that she ignored my lord during the week that Lord Gwenders was here. My lord roamed alone from room to room, he who was so used to having my lady's complete attention. At the day came when...
I remember. The yappy little thing was completely out of hand, or rather out of paw, trying to separate Lady Leomunda from her dear nephew, without success.
So the dog's jealous. Great.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for Mr. Chauncey. Tell me, my friend, did you notice Lord Robilar engaging in any strange behaviour in the past 3 days?
Other than the Prime Minister's pants, nothing more than usual, sir. But I don't notice everything.
Alright.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so we need some help with these doll situations.
So, Holmes, any progress?
I'm working on it, sir. Alright, let's get some help for this. Just because your lady wasn't with you 24/7. Come on, man. Let's see if we can talk to the guards again.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm aware that you are on duty, but I am on a special assignment in the service of Lady Leomunda. She entrusted me with a specific investigation, and I must question you both. Please note, in the case of a successful outcome, she has promised her gratitude to all those who have helped. She specifically mentioned that her gratitude would extend to...
At your service, sir. At your service, sir.
Of course, when a hot woman says she needs help and might get gratitude, all the guys are like, yes!
Thank you, gentlemen. I do believe that Lady Leomunda's companion, the pint-sized Lord Robilar, has access to all of the rooms and halls of the palace. Now, would you have seen him acting erratically these last few days? Say, in the past 3 days?
Yesterday, my lord piddled in my boots.
No, I was referring to events clearly out of the ordinary.
The day before yesterday, while we were on duty, my lord was rummaging about behind this suit of armour. When I bent over to see what he'd found, my bearskin fell, and my lord attacked it, and near tore it to pieces.
Uh-oh. Yep, so the dog has something to do with this whole thing.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So the dog could have caused an international scandal because it was jealous. Alright, he said it was one of the armors. I think it's over here. Oh, okay. What the? Seriously?
This may prove to be useful.
A pike? You guys will allow me to take this? Alright, anyway.
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
Oh, you don't have a light source. Didn't someone say something about the dollhouse having candles in it or something like that? My lady, hope you're decent.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
Oh, okay.
My lady, I must press you further. Have you noticed any strange behavior from Lord Robillard these last 2 days?
Why do you ask such a question? Oh, I see. You think that my little lord picked up the scent of the robber and wanted to warn me. I was so blind. Oh, my sweet lovey Duffy.
Indeed, that is one possibility.
Well, I seem to remember Lord rummaging in the garment chest that you see over there in the corner. He isn't supposed to go near it, as it contains ceremonial garments that I never wear, and it is very dusty. In addition, only my personal maid is capable of opening it, and that's in order to air it out from time to time, but I dismissed her.
Why is it complicated to open?
I decorated it myself, but it dates from Henry VIII, you know. He of the cupbearers, the maniac for security, blah, blah, blah. If you try to open it, don't ruin it, please.
I promise, my lady.
So a lady who doesn't act like she likes puzzles somehow put a puzzle to it? What?
Thank you. I must leave you, my lady.
My door and everything else will be open to you.
Apparently she has a thing for tall detectives, apparently. Yep, there's the candle, so let's take that.
No, one will suffice.
Ah, come on. It's an adventure game. We must grab everything. Alright, let's go back to the thing, click the candle. And open the look inside.
I need something. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
Okay, so now we just need to figure out, like, how to poke through there. So let's take a long pokey thing.
I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook.
Okay. Whoop. Hit my glass container, so that actually freaked me out for a second because I'm trying not to make extra noise when I do my playthrough, so I try not to smack stuff, hit stuff, whatever. So.
Excuse me, would there be a clamp hereabouts?
Hold on. It just so happens that my cousin, one of the royal plumbers, came here yesterday to take care of Lady Leamunda's pipes, and he forgot one.
Lady Leamunda's pipes?
I meant to say the plumbing of the bathtub in Lady Leamunda's room, sir.
I feel like this game has a lot of innuendo. just thinking.
What's wrong with the bathtub?
It no longer drains, sir. Normally the water drains in no time once the stopper is removed. In fact, with the force of the water, there are occasionally a few pink bubbles or even some hair that rise into the kitchen sink.
Great, it's blocked. Like, with stuff.
Do you know when your cousin will return?
He said it will take 2 days in order to insert a custom-built auger to unclog the pipe, sir. My lady's maid told him that she saw my lord coming out of the empty bathtub. He would only have left 1 or 2 long hairs, if any.
Unless it was something else.
Yep. Yeah, I see where this is going.
Thank you, Chauncey.
My pleasure, sir.
So yeah, because pugs don't have long hair, so yeah, let's clamp this. Yeah, let's take this rare. Let's take this very expressive.
So Holmes, any
Okay.
So Holmes.
I realize the guy doing the Prime Minister kind of sounds like Patrick Stewart almost. Not quite, but all right. Let's go grab that. This first.
Here's what I've been looking for. Best to keep my discovery a secret for the moment. If the dog got his paws back on this doll, who knows what it would do.
Yeah. Yeah, watch out, you little monster. Alright, anyway. Let's go check that water thing. Because, yeah, he stuffed a doll in there as well, so. So now we just have to figure out how to do with that, so, okay. Anyway, we got that twisted pike, so, alright. Well, let's see, I don't think we have what we need for that, so let's go back to the... Let's see.
Closed.
There, yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
Sir?
Oh, alright. Camera, fix yourself.
My apologies for interrupting you in the midst of your duties. Would you have witnessed Lord Robillard engaging in any strange behavior within the past 3 days?
Oh, my lord is a bit waggish and makes strange around people he isn't familiar with.
You must know him well. Has he added a new trick to his repertoire?
Why, yes. Now that I think of it, my lord usually has a right fear of chimneys because of the fire. However, yesterday morning, I found him with his paws and his snout full of ashes. The fire in the white drawing room was almost out. I cleaned him as quickly as possible, despite his protestations.
Okay, so he stuffed it up the chimney.
My apologies for interrupting you.
I didn't mean to press
You
that.
must know him.
Why, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
Alright, let's get that one in the fireplace, which is over here. Yeah, you know what you did. Bad dog.
A pile of ashes to the side. I can see what seems to be a miniature hand coming out. It will take hours for the fire to extinguish, and pouring water over it will fill the whole palace with smoke. I must find a tool to get the doll out of there.
Okay, so... Oh, what's this?
These coarse tools risk damaging the doll. I'll need something more delicate.
Okay, so we have to poke our way through there. Well, we've got something. Pickle tongs. It's a little dusty. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, I'll let the game let you think about clicking the shovel. You're like, oh, I'll just shovel it out, but makes sense because you wouldn't want to make a big smokestack in this whole place, especially in the royal area. So, okay, so we got that one. Let's talk to her again, see if we can get some more information.
Sir?
Since we know about the whole pipe situation.
Could you please clean this doll?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
At your service, sir.
Ah, thank you. As a cleaning lady, she would know the best method of cleaning stuff, so... Ooh, she dropped a bucket. We could use that, so... Alright. That'll help us with the next doll. Alright.
No, I can't do that.
So we need to remove the water, so... Apparently it fits this whole thing. Who knew?
There is something here.
Yeah, looks like we have to get it. Okay. First of all, let me dump this thing out.
Water.
Water.
Yeah, all of Lady Leomunda's bathwater is still in this barrel.
Gross.
It is far too heavy. I cannot lift it.
Okay. So we need to lift all this water. We got a couple of big, strong guys here who want the pleasantries of a young lady.
Listen, can you help me shift a barrel?
At your service, sir.
Elementary.
And the reason we're doing this is we're trying to clear out the pipes and try to get that the clog in the Leomunda's place to like rise to the top, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, I don't know how you're supposed to figure that out. Yep, there it is. Just enough pressure into the pipes pushed them out. Alright, so we got the third man doll, so now we just have to get to the fourth one, so we need to mess with the garment box.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Okay, so we need to find some star stuff wherever that is. So, okay, let's just close that. I don't want to be rude. Oh, hello. Oh.
This piece is actually a puzzle, and all the pieces detach easily.
Okay, so we just need to put that into that. That's a weird
One must
puzzle.
insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Okay.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
There we go. Okay, so we need to put this thing together. So luckily, we can do this. It'll just take a hot minute to go through all this. So basically, we just need to find a we just basically need to form a star out of all the pieces. So okay, let's see what we got here. Any stars that go straight down? So we just click on all these to try and form the star. I don't think you have to do it in any specific order. I think you just have to click them all to form a star. It's kind of a weirder puzzle just because of that. Let's see. Okay, there's a very specific order to this thing. Yeah, because if you click on all of them, it does this, for example. So, okay, let me back out again, see if that resets.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Okay, so now we just have to figure out how to put them in the right order to make them placed. Okay, so okay. I'll just put them all in here. Okay, there's a. Because we're trying to fill out the, you can tell here, we're supposed to fill out this, basically this part. So if anything goes outside of that, we don't want that in there. Okay, so that one, we can ignore that one. Ignore that one. Oh, nope, not that one. That one. Yeah, the whole idea for this is that there's too many pieces, so you're trying to figure out. Let's see, that one doesn't go there. Leave that one alone. Oops. Nope, that one or that one. Nope. Okay. Yep. Nope. Ignore that one too. Nope. Ignore that one. And that one's right out. And proceed to 3. Yeah, this one's one of the more easier, simpler puzzles because of that. Yep. Ignore that. Let's see, no, I already clicked that one, didn't I? Wait, that's... no. There we go, that should be... Aha!
Elementary.
Ta-da! Alright. So we got all the dolls. Let's talk to Leomunda. And that should solve this little situation, so...
Why, these are my dolls!
Indeed, my lady, here they are. 2 are somewhat damp, but they are all completely intact. In the future, for their own safety, put them up high or lock them up. You should also consider rehiring your servants, as they weren't to blame for the dolls.
Thank you, sir. You are a savior. How can I ever repay you?
There is a way. You can use your influence with Her Majesty to ensure an audience for myself as soon as possible. Here's my card.
Certainly, sir. I will go straight away to beg her pardon, and I propose that you return this evening. That will give me enough time to improve her mood and deign to receive you.
Many thanks, my lady.
Later.
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a waste bin in order to find the leftovers from an infernal...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard to believe that Her Majesty enjoys living in an environment so... queer.
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
That kind of makes sense, that what do you actually know about your leaders? Because most of them have like their own lives and closed doors and everything like that. And I guess Watson took care of those letters. So it looks like the dolls have been taken care of, and the little dog creature has been placated for now. And Miss Leomunda is going to help us with the Queen. Will the Queen finally be calmed down? Will the Prime Minister get his wish about actually being able to govern this place? Will we be able to help her with protecting against Lupin's schemes? I'll find out next time in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes versus Arsène Lupin. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.